Hello, everybody. Fuck that.
Yes, keep that in. Keep that in.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Start again.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Albus Man and Faces podcast. And we left Mark to do an introduction. And Jesus Christ.
That's because I was still thinking about fighting Deka.
So we're back with your question and answer. So, do you want me to read these ones?
Yes.
After that starts?
I haven't got me
What did you try and say it?
I don't know.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, Jesus. Right,
Fell
so
over me lip.
Robin is straight in. This is Robin who runs that Instagram page that you love.
Yes, brilliant. It's
Vertogen
really
or
good.
something like that.
That's the one. Verhagen.
Verhagen. I knew it was something like that.
Can anyone remember what what you call it is? The Instagram page?
Oh, God, no.
Oh, yeah. NUFC
NUFC
UK underscore.
yeah.
So go follow them on Instagram.
I can't remember
It's
the
quite
kid's name, man, let alone bloody that.
So,
It's class, though.
he says, is Dubravka the best goalkeeper we've had this decade?
No.
This decade.
Yes.
Tell us who was 2000? Who was 2000? Who was it? I can't remember that far back.
20 years ago, 2000.
Oh, shit, sorry. 2010, sorry, who was it? Cruel.
Cruel's
Oh,
there.
definitely SR, yeah. 100% above.
So
It's
Besty,
only been Krull Hop. Not even Hopper, really.
it's only Kruller
A bit of Hopper.
or Dubravka, really, isn't it?
Darlow.
Darlow or
Elliot.
Elliot.
Well,
Definitely not
still
Darlow.
not Darlow.
It's not Darlow.
Not Elliot.
I love it how we're all like, it's not Dolly's, not Dolly shite.
He's
He knows he's a keeper.
20 years, man and boy. Terrible back injury. Probably is the Brown.
Yeah,
he's
it's
not
gotta be.
perfect, like, but he's
better.
When Krull was when
Krull's
Krull first came to the
still
team, he was
there,
brilliant.
like, just.
Krull had his times.
He's only been here 2 years, man.
Krull had his times. He did have times where he looked fantastic, Krull. Let's be honest, he did. But then he also, like I've said plenty of times, he did in a fucking hologram.
Every keeper does.
Remember the game Krull had at Tottenham?
Mm-hmm.
If any one of those goes in, it's bad goalkeeping.
Yeah, fair comment, aye.
There's not really, apart from his free kick and the first save he makes, they're all.
I'm not
good
sure if you're
saves.
defending him or slating him. Yeah.
No, he's right though, no, he's...
If
Well,
any one of those goes in, then it's Krull's fault.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're all good
They're all
saves, but they're all
savable.
saves he should make.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Oh, you're right. No, you're spot on.
Are you saying he just made them for the cameras?
No, he's saying he saved them, but they're not amazing saves. Now,
And if it wasn't for Young and Biwa,
That's the best part of the young and beyond. Incredible, that like Barry Grace.
how many years did Krul play for? It's a good few years, right?
As a starter, 5 years.
5 years. And I honestly think a lot of people pick Palermo away and Tottenham away. That's how everyone seems to bang on him.
Two very good
5
performances.
years he's been here. I must pick 2 games. Dubravka.
He was pretty consistent in the year that finished.
Shite.
The year that finished 50 out of the
Shite.
season.
Couldn't I tell you who
I'll just
hated
rewind
him.
again to the last podcast where you slagged them off for his kicking.
I'll tell you who hated him, the press box, because that's all he ever used to find. He couldn't kick for shit, man. Terrible.
It was terrible.
Oh, it was awful. Awful. God awful. Dubravka.
what about you say, good?
God awful. Dubravka.
You never. It's one of those. Like
curtains.
Jerry Francis. Like you think one day that's going to change. Like,
One day it'll stop.
Aye.
He's still got the money.
Aye? No, has he? Yeah, he has, aye.
I know I'm saying God awful. He wasn't that bad. He was all right. But I agree with him.
If
There was a season where he couldn't see
Dubravka
and he couldn't catch cold, man.
Keeps going the way he is, then yes, he will be.
But Dubravka's going to do mistakes. That's what it is, isn't it? We know what he's like. He's going to make mistakes and we have to just accept them because we know that he's going to save them more times than he makes
Keepers
mistakes.
do. Allison got sent off for the weekend.
That's
and
true,
Edison
yeah.
made. Keepers
That
made
was
mistakes.
stupid, that wasn't
They
it?
do, yeah.
It was weird. And then Klopp said, "Oh no, it's my fault." Yeah.
So all going Dubravka?
No,
Oh, you're going Krull?
I'm sticking with Krull.
All right.
For the time being.
I'm saying Dubravka based more on how good I think he'll be. Because I think Krull was really good for a little while. Like he got a bad injury the other went down and just he never.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think he went on loan to Ajax actually that year as well.
Yeah, he did.
And didn't do much.
Oh, he done shocking. Did he not do shocking when he went over
I
there?
think he did. Aye.
Was he not to Den Haag as well?
Something
Den-
he went.
maybe
So
not,
he went
yeah.
2 clubs.
He was a 2, wasn't he?
I mean, he's still in the Premier League now. It'd be fair to Krul.
He's
Come back.
doing
He's doing
week in,
well.
week out for Norwich,
Doing
he's
well
doing
in it,
all right.
When he signed for Norwich, I don't think he signed his first choice.
No, he
He's
didn't,
worked
no.
his way back into the team.
He's great
So-
as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Next one, Kevin Monahan sends in. Do you reckon we'll sign Willems in January or bungle it like Remy?
Oh God, don't even tempt fate.
100%. He's here, like 100%.
Get it
He seems to
done.
want to.
Yeah.
I think he
Get
wants
it
to play.
done.
I think if that contract isn't in front of him already waiting to be signed, then we're doing something wrong as a club again.
Though you do have to have in the back of your mind Kennedy.
Nah, but is he not offered more than what Kennedy has already?
Yeah.
I think over.
For me, it's a no-brainer.
It's a small
I think
sample
he's
size,
great.
like, but
Absolutely brilliant.
you cannot not, can you?
Even if he turns out to be the shittest player ever, what was it? 7 million? Who gives a shit?
But even
it
if he
changes
does
week in,
though,
week out. Between 7 million, 8 million. Last weekend it was 10 million.
I'm sure it's 7.
So you just tell me what it is.
It doesn't matter if it's 8, 10, 7. Doesn't matter. If you sign him and he ends off being shit, you sign him based on what you've seen, and you're signing him.
You know we won't sign him because we won't do it because then we'll have to start paying his full wages or something like that.
How old?
Well, 28.
You just made that up. You don't even know.
Bingo.
Wait, he's got
He hasn't got a clue. I'm just hoping for the best there.
I think
20,
28ish.
21 to 30, somewhere around there.
He's really young.
I'm going to go
Young lad.
26 because you're going 28.
he's
Let's go
28.
26.
Jetro, he's like Jetro Williams is 25.
25.
28.
Jesus. It's on a hard paper round.
Right.
Looks like Shelvey on there. Yeah.
He also goes on to say, why isn't the club getting Fernandez contract sorted? Because it's Newcastle United. That's why, mate.
Well, I don't know. I think it's because we've got 95% off.
Again, yeah, that's
That's the issue.
point,
One
isn't
has
it?
to go, and you kind of keep.
I think when one Gans, like, he's not likely to sign from the Premier League club. I think, let's be fair, he's 31, 32.
Yep.
He's not the quickest. He's good. I think he's solid.
Yeah.
I don't. If Newcastle hadn't gone from Swansea, I don't think he would have gone to like another Premier. Maybe it's Norwich or someone who's just come up.
Yeah.
Like, not exception.
We got him for now as well, didn't we?
I
think he'd been
because of
released.
Rafa. That's why.
I think he'd be released. I don't think. I think as much as I like him, I think he might be because
The one
he's
that goes.
probably the most expendable.
I agree.
I think.
I love him, mate.
Strange one, because
I like him a lot.
I said at the start of the season, Kieran Clark would have been the one that would have went for me. But every time he comes in, he does a good job. He's got a little bit of age on his side over Fernandez.
See 28 as well.
I think he might be.
25.
Yeah, so next one, Eddie Walker says, some fans think our next few games are going to be less of a struggle than the Man City one. Do you agree with them and think they're going to be some of our hardest games this season? So yeah.
Well, on paper, it's a bit of a easier running.
So I think this is our test now. So the next two games which are coming up, I think that's our test to see how well we do against these two.
They're important games, easily, especially Southampton. Sheffield United, but there again,
Sheffield United are playing very well.
But I think they're only 3 or 4 points ahead of us.
This
is the stupid thing with this table. It's so tight. You can.
It's really tight.
And this is what tells you, I think, how good of a start of the season it's been. Everybody, including fucking anyone, is having a wank about Sheffield United, and rightfully so. They've been amazing. But only 3 points ahead of them. Behind them, sorry. Yeah. So if we can beat them on Thursday, you're level with them, and they've had an amazing start. So we have had a decent start.
I'm more worried about Sheffield United than I was Aston Villa, and look what happened there.
Yeah, I think we'll get thumped on Thursday. That's just my opinion, but they're a good.
Good job with Garn then.
They're a good side. They're
playing very well.
Southampton is the one on Sunday.
Yeah,
that is a one where we have to win that.
Must
game
win that one.
But these are the stupid games.
Then we've got
that
Palace who's fucking flying
we don't
around,
get
so
results in it. It's these types of games where we fuck things up.
Is it a full fixture list on Thursday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, is it not Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday?
I think
it's all right.
Because it's all on Amazon. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So it's spread through the week.
Next question. Bobby Gibson says, how many goals and assists do you think Almiron and Saint will get this season? So we're just doing it combined.
I've got one.
No.
Sorry, what Almiron and him? Sorry.
Saint.
Oh, just the two of them.
So we've got one assist.
How many games is left?
24.
24 assists.
24 assists.
I'll probably go for 5 assists
Each? Or
no,
between them?
Between them.
Shut
yeah.
up, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm not on 25 to get one. Fucking idiot.
Who was the idiot? Almiron or him?
He's had assists, technically not on paper. Well, we'll go back to the goal the other week where he crossed it from one side of the pitch to the other.
No, he started.
What's the question? What's the question?
But it's not an assist.
He didn't get up and have his breakfast and then drive to the ground. That's not an assist. The assist is passing the ball to someone who puts it in the net. That's an assist. That's why he's only got one now in the last 4 years or whatever.
Nonsense.
Right. 5 assists between them. No, I agree totally. I agree with you there, mate. I'm not saying the stats. I agree with you, but I'm just answering the question.
So 5 assists. How many
5
goals
assists
then?
and 3 goals.
All right. Okay.
Fucking hell.
What's that? Go on then.
Between them.
Between them, yeah.
I was going to say 3 goals just for St Maximin, to be honest with you.
Great.
I'll
Yeah.
take
Get a couple of goals. Like,
Happy days, great.
I was going to go 5 goals
Aye.
and 7 assists.
I was going to go 9 assists
Oh, shut up, man.
between the two of them.
All right, okay.
Not each.
How many goals they getting?
17.
6.
6 goals between them. All right. Are we going to revisit this at the end of the season?
Aye, we
Can
need to
someone remember?
bookmark it. We need to bookmark it. How many you saying, Bestie?
I've got 3 goals. I reckon it's going to be. I'm going to say 4 goals because I think I'm going to get one at some point.
Yeah, you will.
It's only one more.
I've got faith in the
And
lads.
I'm going to say how many assists? 8.
8 assists.
Completely out of nowhere. There's no thought on that at all.
I'm surprised Martin said 28.
It's just a different number than whatever else said.
What did you actually say?
I can't even remember now.
So you said 9
Just nine
assists. Now I
assists
said
and
5, so you're
5
thinking
goals.
4 more. And I said 3 goals and you're saying 5. You
think
look
I
at me
said-
as if I just shit on your kids. You're right.
Why but you're saying that between 2 of them?
Yes, but you.
That's like 2 assists.
But
each.
I'm only 2 goals behind what your suggestion. It's nothing exactly like amazing.
That's
is
a
it?
hell of a difference.
Bollocks to you.
3 goals
It's
for
not. That's not.
3 goals for Saint, 2 for Miggy.
Who's scoring the goals, or if they're not scoring?
With defenders.
Shaw,
Getting an assist.
Dubravka.
Cutting the back off Fernandez, like.
Willens.
Aye.
He'll be pinging them in left.
Shelvey's
right,
got
centre.
3. But we're not
He's a
talking
top
about him.
goal scorer.
He's
Oh,
shy. We're not talking about him.
He's
are
the
we?
top goal scorer, isn't he?
Oh, he's not, is he?
Aye.
Is he?
Aye,
Yeah.
he's got
Is
a
he
few
not?
more
Aye.
second, no.
He's
now, aye.
he's lazy though, this man.
So they're off. Oh my. Tom Stevens sends in. Seeing as the squad is full, who would you sell in January to allow new signings to come in?
Shelvey. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I wouldn't say anything.
Do we need to
You've
strengthen
got to
anyway?
think. You've got to
If
think.
we could strengthen up front, I'd get rid of Gale Lamara and Muto. Now I'm saying
They're the 2
I
that
would
you
sell
think
them
are
both
probably
in
going to be
both
expendable
that
up
money
front,
in.
aren't you?
Put both that money in for one fucking top end striker.
This is
Sorry,
the
sell
problem.
both of them.
though,
Put the money
is
together. Put the money
Guarantee we could sell 7 players and not one would come in.
But no, I understand that. But I'm just looking at
This
it from
is an ideal world. I
Aye,
think.
an ideal world.
If you're looking at who's expendable, you think probably Muto and Gale.
Muto,
Providing you can bring somebody in to replace
What
them.
about Key?
Key, I was just going to say.
Key's definitely
been
one in
nowhere near that now for a
midfield.
while.
dreadful him. He is dreadful.
And then defence-wise, you're looking
None of them.
None.
Kraft, get shot Amy shit.
Well, you've just signed him, man. He's not gonna go anywhere. He's not gonna go.
Whatever.
Dummett's not going to go anywhere, but I'd
Get
probably
shot at
I'd
him, he's shit.
happily let him go.
Who done it?
I love Richie.
I love Richie as well, but he's like 28 now or something like that.
He's older than that, isn't he? I think he's
31
30. You know?
His ankles are about 40 at the minute.
I know, right?
I wouldn't get rid of him.
That's a shout about Richie, like.
I like Richie, but you think you've got Williams doing a business at left wing back at the minute.
I'd say Richard.
It's that's
got
what
no-
you worry
you've got
about
no
though, that
cover,
injury,
have
don't
you?
you?
Yeah.
So if
You've got
Williams
nobody
gets
else that can
injured,
play left back.
And
Dummet.
Dummett.
I'll caveat like Richie.
You've got nobody else that can play left back.
When Richie plays,
Aye,
when
imagine Dummett as
he
left
lifts
wing
the
back.
team,
I agree
Richie drives
totally.
the team round sometimes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Does
yeah.
I?
I
Kieran
wouldn't.
Clark play left back.
Clark,
He could when he was at Villa, like I don't know about now. Like,
Clark is full back and Dummett is foot like wing back.
Did Mankiw not play
Scares me
left
to
back?
Shit.
I did.
He's played there a couple of times for us, hasn't he?
Alright.
We've got 3 right backs, so straight away there's one you can let go.
still
I'd
got,
keep Mankiw. You've got Sterry as well.
Ashraf Lazar's on the book somewhere, isn't he?
Jesus Christ.
he's-
Is he
he's
still?
out
Are
on
we
loan,
still
isn't
got a
he?
hold
He's
of
a
him?
Newcastle player. Like, I
Aaron's
saw
is
him
out on
Saturday.
loan.
Thanks.
Murphy's out on loan.
Thanks for watching. Good night.
With Savvy and Colback, haven't you?
Okay, cool
Didn't get in the squad.
What's happening here?
No, but they're not in the squad, so we can't get rid of them to bring another one in the
We can
squad.
still
'cause
get
they're
rid of them.
Well, they're not in the squad.
Yeah, no. But you get rid
You're waiting on the youth team at the minute.
get rid of them, and then you can just drop Key into his position.
Swapsies.
Get rid of Dan Bollier, he's had his chance now.
He's doing quite well, actually.
Where you want to play key? Yeah? What did you say? There?
I'm saying.
Oh,
He's
dropped.
dropped him.
Get rid
He's
of-
taking Shelvey's. Taking Colback's place.
You know what is? I'd keep Survey in the squad. I'm sure I
Yeah, we've
said
seen
I'd
loads
rather
of them,
have
like.
Survey.
But he's doing nothing.
But that's the
So you're bringing him into the squad. So who are you taking out of the squad to bring him in? He's not even in the squad.
Shelvey. No, Key.
I think the worry that we'll have
defender.
with the left-hand side is I think if we get injured to Williams and Richie's not fit, we'll end up changing formation.
Yeah.
We'll go back to the 4 at the back.
Yeah.
We can't
Because
play a Dummett
there is
or-
not another wing back there.
Definitely can't play Dummett at left wing back.
No.
Definitely not.
We'll play it. The Saint will play there.
Because if we have Dummett at left wing back, you're basically 4 at the back, but all lopsided. Because Dummett won't go forward. So have 3 centre halves and then him.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Right. Next one is. Oh, right. This is one for you too. I'm guessing. Shelvey discuss. So discuss Shelvey between you two. Bestie, do you want to go for a pint?
You text Amy actually.
I'm stunned at how well Bruce hasn't playing. I think this is arguably the best run of form that we've seen him
in the last game.
What
about Monday night?
If you allow let us finish or not.
You just said he was in the best run of form.
If you allow us to finish or not, 4 games he's played. I think he's played 5 in a row actually, but four games out of 3 of them he's been very good. West Ham he was excellent, Bournemouth he was good, Villa he was shit, but who was good, and on Saturday he was great. So no problems, no complaints from me. He brings you that little bit of quality. I've always said he's one of the most intelligent we have on the ball. He is a luxury player, which does worry us slightly. When he don't think he's good enough in a 2-man midfield. I'll still keep saying
when
that.
He plays like that, he's brilliant.
But he's not. But
it doesn't happen regularly.
That's why Liverpool got rid of him. And this is where I cannot understand how people have not worked him out by now. He is not going to play like that every single week. What player do we have that plays at that level every week? Well, Keeper can't do it. Sane can't do it. Almiron can't do it. We do not own a footballer that plays at that level every single week.
I think the problem is he either has an 8 or 9 performance or a 3 or a 4. There's no middle.
Right, so I'm not saying there isn't, but tell us, there's not many players we have that have a middle ground. Monday proves that.
Oh, I don't know.
Every single one was shit on Monday, man. How? We paid £40 million for a striker. He hasn't got a middle ground. Has he got middle ground? I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen top fucking ground.
I love how you go and say Joe Lennon.
No, well, I'm just, that was the first. No, I don't hate him. That was just the first person that couldn't be mind. But you can't. The first thing you said there was he's had a decent run of form.
But
Monday
no, you
was shit.
said
Monday was shit.
You
Monday
said
was
he's
shit.
had a fantastic run of games.
Didn't
he
say
hasn't.
fantastic. No, I said fantastic.
He did.
Didn't say that. What I'm saying, I'm surprised.
The argument that I always have with him is he's very, very inconsistent.
Like we are as a football club, we are inconsistent.
But he's more often bad than he is good.
Wonderful.
You've sat there and agreed for most of this season.
Yes, and what am I saying now though? I'm saying that Bruce is doing very well to get him to play the way he's playing. Has he ever scored 3 goals in a season for whatever? He scored 3 in fucking 10 games.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't. I'd be shocked if he's had 3 goals. I'd be stunned if he scored 3 goals.
Championship maybe.
He's got a few, hasn't he?
I don't think he has. Honestly, I don't. I don't. A championship you play with 55 games. So, you know what I mean? He's only played 10, I think, this season.
No, he didn't get. I was going to say, did he not get a hat-trick against QPR?
No. He scored a worldie, but no.
Yeah, he scored against QPR.
Did he score 2?
Free kick
against Reading.
Brighton at home as well.
But, I mean, Premier League, though, the West Ham game, he had a hand in every goal. He scored a free kick and he had the other 2. Pretty much, he was setting them ones up, you know what I mean? I think he's been pretty good. Yes,
he's certainly turned around from the start of the season where we all sat there and said absolutely horrendous. I never wanted to see him on the pitch again.
Absolutely,
but he's came in and he's put some good performances in.
He's a match winner, when he gets it right.
He needs to keep the level of his performance up there.
Totally agree.
And not go back to the laziness.
So fire for the response. Rob Thompson says, "What are you getting for Christmas?"
Shelvey top. Newcastle now.
For Mark.
Big lump of shit on the
No, what am I getting for Christmas?
Yeah.
Probably for Val.
Baby naughty boy.
Socks, boxers.
Links, Africa.
I'm getting holes in me boxers, I can't wait for Christmas to come,
I had to buy some new ones the other week.
Did you?
I just had the anniversary the other week, so I got a bit of
couldn't quite make it that far.
Stains.
That's all. Let's keep mine together.
Like glue. Next one. Bradley Chapman says.
Brandy Chapman?
Bradley.
Oh, Bradley.
I
thought Bradley there.
I think there will be many ins and outs in January. If so, it's the same question. Who would you let go? We couldn't come up with anything really good apart from Gail and Mutu.
Well, it just makes sense, doesn't it?
Off the midfield, off the defence.
Get rid of Key, and if you got rid of Mutu and Gale and used that money to buy one good striker, happy days.
Get Ivan Toney back, scored a fucking worldie at the weekend.
Did he? He's been on good form, hasn't he?
35 yards.
Jacob Murphy's play well.
So,
is he?
I was watching a video about I was going through YouTube videos in the morning with the band, like sports highlights, and there was one possibly with Tekas, and I thought, fucking hell, get in. So I sticks it on, and it's literally 3 touches, and it's 2 goals. And that's all it is. It's like 5-minute long video. And literally,
just say one's like
one's
rewinding it back and
one's
stuff.
passing the box like he's pushing the bottom corner. One's one where he takes touch and scores. That's his Tekas. And I want him to do. I didn't mind Hostel. He was shit, but he tried.
Yeah.
He wanted to be here, and I thought, right, this is it. I'm gonna watch this, and it's gonna be like he's doing it, and he just had like 3 good touches.
We tried to defend him for a long time, didn't we?
Hoslu. I tried to do with Riviere as well, Jesus.
That goal he scored was fucking fantastic.
Well, the Riviere one, where he just kicked it high. It was QPR, wasn't it? He even done a flip as well.
I tell you who we didn't mention about getting a shot of, Darlow. Get him shipped. Get him out.
Get him binned.
What do you call him, sir? Elliot?
Elliot will go in and coach him.
We need to get a goalkeeper in there. When he got one.
Woodman's with
Woodman. He's having a good season down there by all accounts as well.
So next one, Mags Nyaran 4, he sends in, or she, could be anyone, says, what do you think the main differences are in the way we approach away games compared to home games?
There isn't actually...
I can't see a massive difference.
The difference is just whether or not we have that effort, that bit of luck and stuff like that, because the way we're set up more or less is the same as you try to be quite difficult to break down and you hit them on the break. We play that way home and away.
That's kind of what you said earlier with like, the team for Villa, was with the exception of one player, the same that played on Saturday. And you can see against Villa, it looked like we're trying to soak up the pressure that they put at them, but they just didn't have the... Like what we had against Man City with St Maximin and
the intensity wasn't there
against Villa. No. It just didn't seem to be able to get a foot in the ball. So I don't know if it's any different of its... I don't know.
I don't think it's any different at all.
I don't think anyone knows something.
I just think you think of the Villa game as bad as we were. It was 2 sloppy free kicks.
Do you think it was just a bad day at the office?
And you're gonna have it, aren't you?
Do you think it was just a bit of an overreaction?
There was a lack of effort, lack of intensity.
I'm with you. What you just said there, actually, and I've learned from now to not overreact to defeat. I think I just get too involved that we'll lose a game. I'm like, it's the fucking end of the world.
We're going to get beat.
It's the nature of the games that they lose.
I was frustrated. I was really frustrated after on Monday.
You don't mind losing if you go down fighting.
Just take that.
There was no fight in that team on Monday.
I was watching the stream and it froze when it went 2-0. I thought, fuck, there's no point.
No, that's just
that's how
slow Shelvey was on the ball.
Oh, he's on again.
That's Shelvey fan cam on.
Do they still do fan cams?
I don't think so.
Do you know the player cams? They still do them?
That's what I meant, player cam.
You just follow a player?
It used to just focus on one.
Do they still do the fan commentary? Because that was hilarious at times, aren't they?
Stop that. Like, I don't know why. It was good though, wasn't it?
Because they're really scared people like, I'm going to swear.
Yeah, I probably are. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Or something like that.
So the next couple, we'll end with these two. Wasn't it? So Marty Lawrence sends in. He says, wasn't it nice to celebrate 2 goals properly instead of a muted celebration in case VAR got involved?
Oh, there was no Travis. Do you know that? Is it no involvement this time on
anything?
I
still don't. I know, like you used to talked about the other week, but I don't.
It was the end of one the other week, wasn't it?
Yeah, have it in my mind. I'm just like, right, we've scored.
So William,
enjoy that moment.
Me and Adam were on the deck. Was that William's goal? Me and Adam were on the deck between the 2 chairs.
Went over the chairs.
Aye, so we went wild with that one. Didn't think twice about VAR that time.
Weird. I didn't. I suppose the Shelvey one, it's literally a pass from a free kick that a shot. So it's unlikely that there's going to be any VAR in that. Like,
unless Man City go down the route as what they did when Joe Hart was in goal for Gouffran.
Oh God, aye.
Well, as I say, when you looked at it, there was loads of our players because Man City rushed straight away as soon as that ball came out. They all rushed out. Yeah. So everybody, Gale was practically standing on the line.
Marty, though, I mentioned quickly. I met him after I did the trolley push. I was on a metro going home and I was fucking humming.
Oh, he mentioned,
he said, "Oh, do you best?" I thought, fuck, I've been recognised. Like waterproof on, I was wet on the inside with sweat. I was going down the escalator at Monument and there was these 2 kids behind us going like, "You smell that?" So now I'm football on Saturday and all the kid goes into a big bag. I smell like that. I had a popular deodorant in my pocket that I bought from Jarrah. Garage and that.
Services, aye.
Shit, you best.
Didn't like, I'm sure you mentioned, did you not know your dad or something
like that?
Aye.
He was telling me.
We were talking about very well, weren't we? He's a good bloke.
He's a good nice lad, like, aye.
He just bumped into everyone on the metro. That's why I first met him on the metro.
I saw Kris on here, and he might just go like, I'm like, get a day saver.
Marty lives on the metro.
Just change the M just to his name.
That's what it stands for, Marty.
So Neil Jar, we've got to read a Neil Jar question. He says, do you think it would be better for Almiron and Saint to switch wings? I think throughout the game, I'm a big fan of wingers swapping for a little bit.
They've done it once or twice, but not for any length of time, because they did it at the weekend. Like Almiron went over to the left.
They were both on the left.
There was one point where they were both
on the left at one point.
Yeah, like Miggy was like obviously played most of last season over there when he came, and before he came, that was his position.
I think it has to happen. I think I've said this for many.
They're both
many times.
left-footed. That's the problem, isn't it?
No.
Sinato's right-footed.
Seems right.
Is he?
Jesus Lord Almighty. How? Right, listen. Just come on. We can't be taking his opinion. What? How, man? No, Williams is the one that's left-footed. Saint is right. They play on the same side, obviously. That's why he cuts inside all the time.
To be fair, it's because when he's running, he's just using both his feet.
Mind he shots.
Well, you know me do when you run.
Foot, like. maybe he's left foot and he doesn't know it.
It's like the road runner. You just see dust coming out.
The Villa game.
I can't take his opinion.
You've seen him play how many times? He said he's the best player in the world. Remember the other week? Best I've ever seen in my life. Just nice right foot.
Second to Williams this week.
Mine,
I don't know what foot to the news is like.
God, fuck knows.
His goal was his left foot, but that's no.
Fuck knows.
Don't get him started.
Don't
get him started. He's moved on to him instead of Murphy now.
No. He's not bad as Murphy. Christ. But,
hey, that was a compliment, that.
I know. Yeah, kind of.
I saw Murphy out of like 15 minutes. 15 minutes, you know.
Aye, we did. We got some abuse, didn't
we?
Aye. We got some abuse because you called out Murphy. Yeah. You're right.
Of course I was. He's shite.
See it Wednesday now.
Steph's never listened to the podcast.
I didn't know if he plays Wednesdays or Thursdays or what.
It's just Sheffield Wednesday.
So, we all thought Bruce was going to bring him back, didn't we?
Wouldn't be a pro Bruce Cup podcast.
Get out.
That's it.
So Keegan sends in. Not that Keegan.
Keegan Buse.
We'll end this one.
What if that was Kevin?
It's not. Doesn't look like Kevin. He says, "Why are certain fans too stubborn to give Bruce credit?"
The idea. No, what I find it funny is they give him credit and they go, but they'll follow it straight up. It's like it's such a arm's length one, isn't it? It's like what he's doing, can he? But Raf has this. You know what I mean? It's like
it's interesting this week that there's a lot of pundits mentioned it. So Shearer mentioned it on Match of the Day. Jamie Redknapp came out and said it. Joe Cole was talking about it on the after the game and stuff like that. So it's
listening to I think it was the BBC 5 podcast and Phil Neville was on it. And he goes, but Bruce is a top manager, and I was like, fucking
he's not
incandescent. He's fucking not. But he's doing well. Like he kind of like the way he set the team up with it.
We've only lost one game at home this season. That was the first.
That's
game.
Good going.
How? That's fucking amazing.
Mine were under Rafa. No man.
Just a minute. Here comes a fact.
We lost 7 or whatever. No, and I'm not having a go at Rafa. I love Rafa, but if you say we're sitting here in December and we've only lost one home game under Bruce, I would say, what the hell have you been smoking? Probably something that you'd say. We'd only lose one game, it'd be Irish. And I'd be fuck off, you're wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's remarkable where we are. Beat Man United at home, beat Spurs away, drew against Man City. Man? For fuck's sake, like it's really, really good. It's not really, really good. I mean, it's still bottom half.
As we've sat, it's surprisingly good.
And it might end off at the end of the season where we are shit. But I can only call the 14 games that I've seen so far, and I am stunned that we are where we are. Absolutely stunned, honestly.
It's a shout, like. It's a shout.
However, history tells us he does this quite regularly in his first season. And then
hey, every manager's got a shelf life. His shelf life's a lot shorter than
let's do what Man City and Chelsea used to do and just replace your manager every year.
Yeah. Well, dear Watford.
Bring somebody in. Watford just recycle them, don't they?
3 before Christmas.
Jesus, where's that? Honestly, what's happening there?
That's terrible organisation.
We'll be getting Silva from Everton next.
Oh God.
So thanks you So we started with a slip. What we're going to end it with?
Amazing, that one.
At least mine was on. I had to say Guillermo. You just had to say everybody.
Everybody.
So thanks to Guillermo
I had to say hello.
Thanks to GEORDIE Gifts for sponsoring the podcast. And we'll see you next week when we're higher up the table.
Hopefully.
Oof.
Actually,
woof.
We've got.
Oof.